So, I haven't discussed the Chicago Vanguard original yet though. So, let's talk about it. It's been like a week and a half to 2 weeks now since it's passed, and I kinda forgot to make a video. So, I'm gonna discuss how the trip went, general things like that, how Bushiroad ran the event, how I think Bushiroad's coming along and things, and yeah. So I woke up Saturday morning feeling like P. Diddy. My current sleep schedule is wake up at 3 in the afternoon, go to sleep at 6 in the morning. It gives me the ability to talk to the people in Singapore, general things like that, and, you know, deal with international sellers and things like that, and still kind of get the raw end of the American stuff, I guess. But went to bed at 3, woke up at 7, got 4 hours of sleep. My secondary driver kind of bailed out on me, so it was just me and my friend Lance. So thank God he didn't sleep all night. He was up all night, straight came to my place. So both me and him basically borderline no sleep. I had 4 hours. He had 0, coming from like 16 hours. So I made the 2.5, 3 hour drive to Chicago by myself with him sleeping in my passenger seat. Got to Chicago, was feeling pretty okay. I'm like 20-minute rounds, you know, we can grind through this. Well, 20-minute rounds to a Yu-Gi-Oh player is the same thing as going to a Yu-Gi-Oh event, or it's a 20-minute round instead of a 40-minute round, but there's still fucking 30 minutes in between every round. Okay. Every tournament you go to that's Swiss style format, in the early rounds, you're going to have to expect this. And it's sad to say that. It's nothing against Bushiroad, they basically Yu-Gi-Oh syndromed pretty hard. Those in-between rounds, the organization for the early stages of the game, you know, pre-double elimination, is really, really, really awful. And, you know, having had no sleep was just hell. So, getting through round 1, I destroyed some terrible Lugier player. Nothing against him either, but he got grade stuck. He really didn't seem like he was doing it, and didn't have any idea what he was doing with his card choices. Put me to 4 damage knowing I was playing the Rebirth, which I was just like, I don't know why you summoned that column to try to do the extra damage to me, but okay. And I game on the next turn with the Rebirth. Round 2, I don't even remember. Round 2 I believe was OTT. It was some ARG player. I don't remember much of, unfortunately. Playing Oracle, it was pretty easy. Go Rebirth, Break Ride, do your thing. Round 3 was Rebirth Mirror. I'm playing Overlord Transcendence. Rebirth, I blew him out. Like, I feel bad for that blowout. Round 4 was the round I ended up dropping. It was my first loss. I started to get really sick. I hadn't eaten all day, and, you know, the game, I lost to 31 columns on the Silverthorns with the new Lugier, the set 15 one that just superpowers up the columns. Nothing bad. It's just like, you know, when you're on virtually no sleep, you drove 3 hours, so you're borderline 7 hours into your day already, and your mental capacity is just kaput. So I ended up dropping. I ended up trading around for an hour after the event, and then we ducked out of there at about 4 o'clock. The event ran pretty solidly. No real major complaints from me in terms of that. You know, some of the judges could have been better, and I mean could have really been better, because when, you know, you have the... I was signed... Okay, I go to Yu-Gi-Oh events, I sign as a tree. Just nothing wrong with it, you know, standard signature, or you draw a little squiggly line. I drew a tree, and one of the judges looked at me, and he's like, I'm gonna have to take you up front. And I'm just like, why? He's like, because that signature is not allowed. And I'm just like, it's round 3. I've been signing as a tree for the last 2 rounds, and no one said anything. And I don't understand why you're going to look at me like I'm a dumbass because I'm signing as a tree. I do it at Yu-Gi-Oh events. Well, I'll draw a little smiley face if I win and a little sad face if I lose. But that was kind of rude. You know, nothing against the judge or anything, but, you know, if you're just going to kind of come off as an arrogant douche and just goes, "Sir, we have a problem here." I'm like, I signed my my win. I'm not insulting my player by, having a tree as my signature. I'm just kind of bored. But, just saying. So, outside of that, some of the judges seem professional. Very, very, very professional. Some of them seem like they would rather be in a different place and shouldn't have been judging the event. Overall, the head judge seemed like he was pretty attentive. Tournament organizer, JD, fantastic job. JD always bends over backwards for the Bushiroad players. And, I'm glad to see that. My favorite judges, Christian Larson, Jonathan Minham, Aaron, really good. Tommy Allen, I believe, was a judge. No, actually, I don't think Tommy Allen was a judge for the event. But most of the other judges, some of them seem like they would rather be elsewhere. Some of them seem like they were having a good time. But that's neither here nor there. You get that any event you go to. Outside of that, though, for my first quote-unquote Bushiroad event, I would say it was ran pretty smoothly. I'm probably going to keep my deck list quiet for a little bit, even though, the people that already have it. You guys have been seeing me playtest the hell out of it, and a lot of the games on here. Don't be scared to go to Bushiroad events. They're hella better than Yu-Gi-Oh events, I'll tell you that. If you're going to trade, please, for the love of God, don't overvalue your shit. Alright? Like, I swear to God, I don't know shit about Vanguard prices. But I do know when I go on eBay and I see that a card is $3 free shipping, that is not $8 in trade, god damn it. Like, I got told some of the most disrespectful prices I have ever seen from people trying to juice people. And that was disgusting. Coming from a player that, understands the fundamentals of trading, has an online store, your card is worth $3, your card's worth $3, not $8 in trade. It's not a 250% fucking markup. Like, for fuck's sakes. Like, I really, 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 really was disappointed in some of them. You hand me a trade binder and you're like, oh, I want your card. I'm like, cool, my card's $35 in value, you agree to it. Then you hand me your binder, I'm like, oh, cool, you have some really cool stuff I'm interested in. And then you tell me, oh, I'm sorry, the whole first 2 pages aren't for trade. Why are they in your binder? I don't fucking understand. Like, could you be any more rude when you are asking for something expensive and then you're just telling people, hey, it's not for trade? Like, how much more disrespectful can you be? It's a trade binder, not a, hey, showcase, take a look at my cool shit binder. Keep your cool shit at home on your desk, not in your binder that's for trade. Like, there's nothing more disrespectful to a person. When you hand them a binder, they're like, hey, I'm interested in this. You're like, oh, it's not for trade, I'm keeping it. I mean, you should turn that shit upside down or flip it, backwards. Give some clear indicator. At least I try to do that when I go to events if it's not for trade. Like I said, major, major, major pet peeve there. And there's nothing more disrespectful when a person's, trying to actually do a trade with you and the rest of your binder's shit. And the one thing he's actually interested in, you won't trade. Like, that's just plain disrespect. Especially to every person at the event. Like, you might not consider it disrespect, but it is, like, on one of the highest levels. So, guys, that's my rant about the Bushiroad event. It went relatively smoothly. I'm happy with the overall results, I guess, to the event. I would definitely go to another one. I do know that Nats is in Chicago this year for the event, or the the overall event, for the people that have their invites. It'd be nice. We actually do get an LCQ. There's talk that we might not, but we'll have to see. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys' Bushiroad experiences are, whether or not they're positive, negative, happy feet, negative feet. Yeah, yep, I'm out.